What's going on, agents? Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to today's video. So we have quite a bit to talk about today, guys. Ubisoft North America just posted the state of the game about an hour ago. They streamed this an hour ago, and I'm bringing you guys a very quick video on the major points that they brought up, the changes to the game in TU6. So I'm going to go over all the main points. I'm going to go over this very quickly. There's a lot to talk about, and I want to keep this video sweet to the point for you guys. So TU6 will be releasing next month, within 3 to 7 weeks from now. So keep that in mind. So let's go over all the major topics that they brought up. So Hamish brought a developer who is responsible for recalibration, gear sets, and the loot pool. So keep in mind that that is the guy who they brought today. Next week will be PvP and Dark Zone. So let's get into what the guy said today. So brand sets. As we all know, brand sets, Wyvernware, Araldi Holdings, Yelagard. You only have certain parts of your persona where you can equip these. So like you can't get Araldi Holdings on your chest piece. All parts of your body can be acquired, can be filled with all the gear sets. So you can have Araldi Holdings on every single piece. Mask, gloves, backpack, chest, all of it, which is amazing. So now we can put gear sets on whatever piece we want. So if you needed Araldi Holdings chest piece to get that headshot damage, so because you wanted to run a different 3-piece, you can do that. The explosive damage from one of the brand sets is now viable because we can move it around. So it's going to make it better in PvP. This opens up a lot of things, but we're going to get into that. I'm not going to talk about everything in detail, even though I could for about 2 or 3 hours. So the next thing, before we move on, all brand sets can be put on every single piece of your character except the 511, the 511 gear set. They said that in real life it can't be equipped in certain parts of your body. So that's what they said. So except for the 511. All right, so gear sets now, guys. This is a big change. So the 6-piece gear sets, we all know them, ongoing directive, things like that. You only have to wear 4 pieces of the gear set to unlock the 6-piece talent, which is unbelievable. That opens up thousands of build ideas in my head. We've got crazy ideas. That's insane. So it gives you 2 free slots, guys. Do you understand what this means? This is a massive change. This allows us, right, to put on the pieces for a full maxed out build, such as the hardwired, and still have compensated gloves and bloodsucker on our chest piece. It's unreal. This is going to be crazy strong. I can see so many build combos coming out from this. Another thing as well is raid exclusive gear sets will be available to everybody in the normal loot pool, except for the chest and backpack, which has been changed. They're going to be more powerful. So the chest and the backpack of the raid exclusive gear sets will only be available in the raid. Just the chest and the backpack, because the chest and the backpack are going to be running an extra high-end talent on top of the gear set as well to give us extra utility. So the chest and the backpack for the normal gear sets will be available outside of the raid, obviously in the normal loot pool, but only the chest and backpack for the raid gear sets will be only exclusive to the raid. So if you guys see what I mean. So you can get the raid gear sets now, just not the chest and the backpack. So you're going to still have to grind if you want to get the OP versions, even though you can actually complete the set now, which is nice for players who can't do the raid at all. Alright, so the next thing, there will be a PTS and no narrative content will be spoiled. There will be no showing of the zoo missions like the last time and people witnessing the squid go over the tank. That ruined it for a lot of people. So I was guilty of posting the gameplay video, but hey, if you watch it, you watch it, but they have actually stopped that, so we won't have access to it in the PTS, which is, it's a good change, I guess. Alright guys, so there's a lot of things to talk about. So named weapons. Emmeline's, however you pronounce it, Emmeline's Guard P90, all the named yellow weapons that Cassie Mendoza is selling, they are going to be buffed. We are going to be getting a lot of good changes to them. They're going to have styling changes, attribute changes. So what they have actually done is they have buffed the attributes. So let's say you have an attribute for 10% headshot damage. It'll be buffed to 15% headshot damage. So these named weapons, go and start collecting them now. We've known for a while, and I've got a few, but go and buy them. They will be stronger, that they're saying, and not more rare, but they are going to be adding crazy amounts of them. Apparently about 35 different types of new named gear and weapons are coming in the next update. The next thing that they announced, which is massive, guys, I do intend that pun, right, is that Loot 2.0 is what I'm calling it. They are changing the way we can focus on loot. So if you guys don't know, the loot pool is going to be even worse when this game updates in TU6, because there's going to be more gear sets. There will be also, like I mentioned earlier, named gear, not just named weapon like Emily's Guard P90. There will also be named gear as well, named weapons. There's going to be a lot of extra loot to go around. So they have actually allowed us to focus on specific brand sets. So for example, every day there'll be different types of brand sets available. So they showed us a map and there were different quadrants or segments showing like Wyvernware segment, a Yealer Guard segment, and you go there and you do the missions inside the segment and you get all the relating gear or weapons from that segment, and you can do it every day. So we can actually focus and go and farm the gear pieces that we want. This is insanely good. So if you guys are missing certain pieces, I know a lot of people are going to go to the Yealer Guard section. That's where I'm going first. We're going to go and farm the hell out of the Yealer Guard section, get whatever you need. So that is ridiculous. And these pieces will be on top rewards. They'll be add-ons. So it's not just that you'll get. You'll get normal loot, and this will be a complete add-on separate to the normal reward. All right. So recalibration. That has been changed. Unfortunately, guys, we didn't get what we wanted to hear. It was a bit disappointing, but this is what they said. There is going to be a new UI. You pick up your item, right? If you want to recalibrate it, you would select it, choose which, let's say, gun talent you want to deconstruct, go through a list of your other guns, and then pick that item manually. What they've done is you pick an item, and then it automatically picks from a list. It shows you a list of the possibilities that you could make without you having to organize it. So it is a quality of life change. It doesn't actually help us at all. Alright, so the next thing is you can now swap stats from different colors on your gear. So if you want to change the red to the blue to the yellow, you can do it. Thank the Lord I'm praising, because that is the biggest thing in this game, is you can't, guys, you can't, I don't have gloves with yellow and red. I just can't find them. So now we can change them around. There will be limitations to talents, talent requirements. So you can't just flip and roll blues everywhere and only unlock your berserk at a certain number. It'll be situational, so we're gonna have to wait and see with that. But that is a major change, and I love it. Also, the mod slots on your gear can be changed. So if you need to put a utility one, you can change it to a red. They haven't been too specific on that, so we're going to have to wait for the PTS, but expect your mods to be changing a bit, which will be for the better. So that is very good to hear. They have raised the material cap, so we're going to get more material. If you guys farm steel or polycarbonate, things like that, electronics, we all know we always have to get ceramics and electronics. Your cap has been raised majorly. And material sharing in the PTS previously, they allowed 2 of your characters to share the same materials. They took it out of the game. They are potentially going to bring it back. They're going to test it and bring it back and see how it goes. So that would be nice, because my other character doesn't have any materials. It's quite annoying, especially with all the specialization points and that. But hopefully we can see them implement that as well, but we're going to have to wait. So more materials will be dropped from NPCs. So when you go farming, they will drop. If you max out your certain material from those NPC type, then it won't just keep dropping and it just floods your screen with it, which is very good. Also, they have lowered the cost of crafting of the gray brand and brand materials. So if you need to make a brand gear sets or anything using gray materials, it'll be cheaper for you. So yeah, those are pretty much the big changes. We've got a lot of interesting things coming. This game is starting to make a positive turn, and this is only day 1. Next week is PvP. One final thing, boys. This is going to be a big deal for everyone, including myself. Stash space has been increased to 300. Hallelujah. So this happened at the end of the stream. A lot of people didn't see this, which is quite funny. They jumped the gun. They just leave the stream without sticking around. But stash space has now been increased to 300. So finally, guys, we got what we wanted. So it was actually a very, very good stream. Very good news. So that's what's going to happen, guys. PvP is going to be next week. I'm personally looking forward to next week the most. We did get very important changes for this game. Now, before I end this video, I'd like to just explain to you guys why this is such a big deal. The big problem with this game at the moment with loot and gear is that there's so many varieties and variations of a certain piece. Like getting a certain holster. Let's say it be the Fenris holster with 2 yellows and precise. Now, a lot of people still don't have that to this day. 2,000 whatever hours playing the game and they don't have it. This will allow you guys to go and actually have a Fenris event and go and fight for your Fenris piece and get the piece that you need. And plus, you can go and recalibrate it, change the mods on it, put maybe even if you wanted it with a yellow, if you get 2 blues on it, you can go change it to yellows. It opens up so many possibilities for gear and loot. And this is a big deal. I know we didn't get all the things that we really want to hear, but that might come next week or the week after. So just be patient, guys. I know we wanted to hear a lot more. It was quite a short stream, but we did get a lot of positive changes to the game that will help us with our gear and loot and crafting and finding materials and being able to put gear sets in a way that we can make so many possible gear set combinations and builds. Builds are going to blow up now because we can put so many different stats together, different full 6 pieces in a 4 piece. That's unbelievable. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. Just a quick recap of the state of the game. I will make the next video as quick as I can for next week's state of the game as soon as it finishes, if I'm done from work. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I am Patrick Wolf. Make sure to click that like button, subscribe, and follow me as I am a passionate Division 2 player. Even though I am a bot, I love the game and I'll continue to put out best content for you guys forever. As long as the division's going, I will be going as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace out.